What's good, guys, and welcome back to our channel. So for those who are new, I am Z, and this is, what's your name?
A baby.
Your baby. Woo, guys. Anyway, so as y'all can tell from the title of today's video, today we are going to be speaking about my first experience on a weekend away from my baby. And guys, it's a whole story. So in today's video, it's basically a vlog slash story time, because even though we did vlog footage by Sejal, it was like 5 months ago now. It was last September, so I'm making it a story time, and I'm telling you all the behind the scenes too before this weekend and the things that happened, the behind the scenes. Cool. Okay, so most of the footage you are going to see is mostly taken by Sejal, one of my friends. Do go give her a follow. She's also an entrepreneur with a thriving company, so give that a look as well. She can help you out if you're trying to edit anything. So this particular trip that I am going to be speaking about was sponsored by my former scholarship, Moshal Scholarship. And as alumni, we were also invited to the annual event. Now, if you ask any Moshal scholar, they will tell you that the annual event is one of the scholarship functions that we all look forward to every single year. Like the moment the date is set, hey child, we all get started preparing our outfits. Most of us get new outfits altogether, but that's not the point here. But the point is we all get excited for it and whatever. So I received my invite, I think it was, let me see, late or mid-July. Yeah, mid-July, because yeah, it was mid-July or early July. I received the invite, and guys, when I tell you, instead of excited, I was struck by anxiety. I was like,
What? A weekend away from who?
because the first thing that popped into my head was that if I go, I'm gonna have to leave my baby behind. And I was not ready for that. So what I did was I closed my phone, because I was checking my emails on my phone. I closed my phone. I didn't touch that email again. I didn't look at it again. I didn't even look at the details or whatever. I just took a break and went to calm down a bit. The next day I started thinking about it and thinking about it, and I was thinking about this for a whole week. Like, I went as far as contacting Moshal to find out about the possibilities of bringing her with me. That's how anxious I was about leaving her. Not to say that I don't trust the people at home. I'm just like that. I mean, I spent a lot of time with Elora. Like from the time she was born, I had never ever spent a day away from her, let alone more than a few hours. It was like, I was just not ready. I don't think it was even a her problem, it was a me problem. I was just not ready. So I contacted them and I found out like what needs to be done, like for me to be able to take her and stuff like that. And they were actually chilled about it. Like, they were like, it's okay, she can come and stuff, especially she's a minor. Like, she doesn't really have that many extra expenses and stuff. I was gonna pay for extra ticket, and then as for the hotel and the bookings and the stuff like that, that was all covered. The only problem was that she wasn't going to be allowed to the main event of the function. Like, we have the night on the second day, the Saturday night, whereby we have the award ceremony, we have guest speakers. Like, that is the main event. That is why everyone gets excited. That is the day we all dress up and stuff. And she wouldn't be allowed in there because she can't disturb the place. I mean, she's a baby. And so I had a new problem. Like, to be babysitting at a night event. We are at a hotel. Everyone who came with Moshal, so my friends and fellow schoolmates, university mates, classmates, we were all supposed to be at this function. So who was going to be babysitting Elora? So I was like, no, you know what? Maybe this is more trouble than it's worth. I should just sit this one out. I mean, they also wanted me to be vaccinated and I wasn't vaccinated yet. So I was like, you know what? Let me just drop everything. And I was ready to drop everything. When I say I was ready to drop everything, this took me a week to decide. And then I started speaking to some of my friends. It was specifically Felicity and Rosaline. With Felicity, I spoke about the whole vaccination because I wasn't ready to be vaccinated yet. And with Rosaline, I spoke about my main concern, which was the baby. And they opened my heart or my mind towards the possibility that I really needed to spend time away from my baby. Otherwise, I was going to always be anxious about not being with her. And yeah, to tell the truth, I was always anxious. I mean, my first experience at a few hours away from her was horrible, but that's a story for another day. So since I never had to be away from her, like I used to walk, I go everywhere with her. If I don't have a babysitter, I sometimes take her with me to work. That's how deep it is. Like, I don't trust anybody around my baby, and it's a problem. So yeah, I was like, you know what, let us try this. Let us try this for the first time. I mean, it's in a controlled environment, and I know the people who are going to babysit. I mean, it was my mom and my sisters, and I should be fine. I mean, it's not even a full 3 days. It was going to be 2.5 days because we leave the Friday, we come back the Sunday. It's basically 2 days, or just over 2 days. Yeah, so I convinced myself with the little advice that I got from my friends, and yeah, this is where we at now.
So we can't see you, but we have arrived at the Birchwood Hotel. The Birchwood. No, it's Birchwood. Birchwood. Yeah. Rose, please say hi to your fans. They want to know, how did you manage the soft life? Tell us, how do you manage the soft life?
Number one, get a sugar daddy.
A sugar daddy, sister Deborah. How do you afford this?
You find people like Rose.
You find people like Rose. Rose, we want to know, how do you afford such luxury? We also want to afford it in our life. Sugar daddy, right? Where do you find them?
I wonder, like in the like 70s, they die.
70s dies. Nini, you look great. You look great. Actually, I caught that on camera, so that's what happens. This furniture is nice. So you know where it would look really nice at our house. Okay, guys, this is the soft life. We are in a car, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I say, guys, get a
Cards.
blesser. Get a
Cards.
blesser.
It's a hot day. It's a hot day.
Get a blesser, guys. If you get a blesser, this is the soft life you will be living.
This is the soft life.
This is the soft life.
I just want to explain how I got into this trip, right?
So how did you get here, man?
I've been saving for the longest
You've been
time.
saving.
Time. Like,
How long?
I tell you that it was hard.
It was hard, eh?
Please, Deborah, I tell them how much we saved. We broke the stock market.
We broke the stock market. We've been saving, yeah? Exactly. It was very bumpy, bruh.
840. Yeah, you must remember where we're going.
I was actually not supposed to be arriving at the time that you all see us arriving, because around that time it was around 8 p.m. ish, if I'm not mistaken. Our flight landed around 8 p.m. and we got to the hotel just 9, something around there. I was supposed to have arrived around 4 p.m. My flight was for 2 p.m. Child, let me tell you, I tutor, right? Like, I'm a private tutor. And I had moved all my lessons around my week to earlier. I did double sessions the days before. I moved things around just so that I could have that weekend away free of any problems. But child, so I went to the mall that day because there was a few things I needed to purchase before bouncing, and I did all of that and I was on time. And then there was a strike. Like here by us, the taxis were not working. Like just in the middle of the day, there was a strike, so I couldn't travel to the airport. I couldn't Uber to the airport when I was supposed to. I was planning on arriving there around past 12ish, which is supposed to be on time. Child, I had to take a taxi. I had to drop. I got a taxi to Belleville by luck, and then I had to travel to. We traveled to the airport, but then it wouldn't drop me inside the airport because it was a taxi, and not like the public taxi doesn't go into the airport unless you ordered a private one. So I had to walk from the main road and walk into the airport, and that was a journey. That was a journey. I had my bag. I was tired. It was hot, and then I couldn't find the entrance because usually when I go to the airport, I have someone who's dropping me on the inside, and I know where the entrance is. But now I'm coming in by foot. I have no idea. So I get lost at the airport. I'm asking the guards. The guards think that I'm just a passerby. I'm not going anywhere. I have no idea why. They don't want to help me. So I finally found this white guard. I think he's a white man. I don't know. But anyway, he helped me out, and then he showed me where the entrance was. I was apparently in the wrong direction. And that time, my flight is supposed to be leaving soon. I get there, and then they tell me that the check-in, the self check-ins are closed. I need to go check in somewhere else. I get there, I stand in the line. There's a long ass line. I stand in the line. Baby, you're making noise. I stand in the line. They finally get to me, and they're like, oh no, you already checked in. Someone checked in on your behalf. You're just supposed to go in. So now I have a new problem because apparently whomever checked in, because apparently it was a group check-in, and so they sent all the barcoded passes to one email address, and it was definitely not me. So now I had to get hold of this person so that I can get the pass, so that I could be able to go through the gates. So I was at the gates now. I'm just waiting for this girl to send me the stuff so that I can go through. Child, did I not wait? I waited and I waited and I waited until it was too late. So by the time she sent it through, they sent me through it, but as I got to where you was supposed to board the plane, they are closing the doors and there's nothing they can do about it. So I'm like it's okay, it's fine. It's not the end of the year. Well, for me I felt like it was the end of everything, because I mean it took me a lot to decide to come to this trip. So for me just not to go for no particular good reason, I was so upset, I was so bummed. So I took a moment and I sat by myself for an hour. Like for a whole hour I sat by myself and just breathed. And then I finally contacted Rosaline, my friend. She's also part of the Moshal Scholar. Y'all are gonna see her in the video. But her flight was for later on. I was supposed to be traveling with the alumni at 2, and their flight I think was at 6 p.m. And so she tells me, come chill with us until you can go, whatever, or you can I could go to her crib and chill for the weekend or whatever, since I was planning on being away from home and stuff. So I was like, it's fine. So as I go to her, we were chilling, and then we find out someone from their side cancelled, like they're not going to be able to make it, and there was an open spot. Or like, and they just suggested, let's go find out if you can't take this person's place. So we were thinking I'm gonna have to pay an extra fee or something like that, and then they were like, no, you can't, we can't make you pay a fee because it's a group booking, and since it's a group booking they can't cancel or make you pay a name change. They'll just change my name and that would be good. So guys, just like that, God worked his miracle and I was on the next flight. I arrived with the others late at night, but yeah, a lot happened before the arrivals. So let's go back to the vlog. So this is what my room was looking like. I was sharing with another alumni. She was a decent roomie, I must say. There wasn't any complaint. In fact, I think Moshal had something to do with this, but she also had a daughter at home. So we kind of could bond on that fact that we were missing our children. But I think her daughter was younger than mine, if I'm not mistaken, by a year. So yeah, we were both parents and struggling with being away from our children, but apparently she's done it before. But for me, it was my first time, so I was going through the most. So having someone to talk to was kind of nice. And this over here was our bathroom with the twin sinks. And yes, as Black people, we are always here for the freebies. So these babies are coming with us when we bounce from here.
So hey, this is what hey. Nice. You want me to get inside? This was your chance. You missed. No. Hi, say hi to the camera. Say hi to the camera. You're supposed to give us a lift.
On day 2 of our trip, we as the alumni basically had nothing to do. But everyone else had this whole jungle gym mini game competition going on. So this is where we were headed to here. I actually don't have any footage when we got there. Our phones were dying. And we decided to join the games. We were like the extra people in every team. And we couldn't stay long.
As you can see, I came to look at my land that I just bought. Because I want to build a mall here. Yeah, small size mall. You see, it's in the city, and there's you see, yeah, as you can see, yeah, close to an hotel, the Butchhood Hotel, Butchhood, Yamaha. Because the people are gonna come to my hotel will have money. They're gonna have cars.
I look at big boy.
They're gonna bombard the big boys. You see, the big boys. Anyway, so I just want to show you my land. Don't mark, we're just trying to maintain it. Yeah.
We couldn't stay long because we had an award ceremony at lunch. Child, your girl was not prepared for this at all. I was thinking that it's gonna be like our normal functions. Child, I was wrong. Apparently the alumni get their awards early on, so I definitely did not pack for that. I definitely did not pack because I packed very light, and yeah, I struggled here, so don't judge what I am looking like.
Sajal Gundeko, University of Cape Town, Bachelor of Medical Science with Honours.
Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. So this is Deborah. Say hi. Hi. This is Rose. So today why when I come in I can't see you guys? Because you are too close. Okay, wait. Oh, no, but look at that. And then you see that? The focus is on you.
The night of day 2 is the main event, as I mentioned before, the actual reason why we came all the way to Joburg. And yes, everyone was looking bomb.
So this is how the soft life looks like. This is the entertainment on a soft life side. Yeah, this is the entertainment. This is what we find funny in the soft life.
So before my angel went to bed, she did give me a call and we had our night prayer. In fact, I took an opportunity to talk to her at almost all my spare times, but this was the only time whereby I had to step outside to go and answer the call so I can speak to her before she goes to bed.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Tom Brenner, and I completed my degree in computer science at Wits University. Next year, I'll be working as a developer.
And that was it basically. I survived the first 3 days, or rather 2 days and a half away from my baby girl. She coped great. In fact, I don't even think she missed me, but yeah, we thank God that we finally, or rather I finally crossed that bridge of being away from her. I hope y'all enjoyed this little vlog / story time. Until next time, toodles.